Hello and welcome once again, fellow gaming fans. I'm Small Archangel and we are back in Rising World for another update. This is update 0.9.3, otherwise known as the mounts update. Yes, they are finally here. We have been waiting a long time to get mounts in our game, and now they are here. We've got 4 new mounts, or that is to say 3 really. There are 2 horses of different colours. That we've got a donkey and we've got a camel. Now I'm assuming that the camel is to be found in the desert biome, and the donkey I'm not entirely sure. Horse, plains probably, along with the other animals that we've got. So our castle here definitely needs a horse or 2 to complete it. So just before we get on with that, a couple of other things that have been added in this update. We can now also craft binoculars and telescopes, and also steel sledgehammers. Now 2 of those 3 things are not really in keeping with our castle, but at a push the telescope might be, and also the telescope might actually possibly help us in our endeavour to find a horse today. I could even deal with a donkey here, but we're not going to go as far as the desert to try and find a camel, though that is quite cool as well. And the other things, there's a couple of other changes too, but we can now make semi-transparent, as opposed to fully transparent or fully solid, posters, which opens the door perhaps to stained glass windows, which is something else I've been really looking forward to as well. I've been using sort of transparent images like the ones on my castle windows here for quite some time now, but semi-transparent could have stained glass windows, could be quite cool. We'll be playing with that in future as well. Also, the devs have said that future plans include enemy NPCs and human ones, that i.e. bandits and what have you. So they're working on AI towards that. But they're also still thinking about trains, boats and cars for the future as well. So all good stuff to come. But now, back to the present, that we have got some stuff to do. So before we get on and craft a few of the things that we're going to need, I will show you a new addition to... Now, there's something wrong with that door. It keeps bugging out and not opening properly. Oh, I keep hitting the wrong one. That's why. If I open these ones, you'll see I have a sign here saying stables this way. And I have placed a stable block through our yard here on the inside. So, you know, we've got the outside, we've got the towers all the way around. Now, for some reason, these doors are bugging out for me at the moment. And they're not shut. They're kind of... The hitbox on them seems to have changed. So we've got our towers, we've got our walls all the way around the outside here. And I merely went all the way through to the back here where there was a little bit of space. And I put my equerries, my stables, in here. So here we are. We've got some storage here, which is going to be useful for putting in a little bit of tack. We don't need much, like just a riding helmet, saddles, that kind of thing, and they will go in there. So here we go, and I've got some loam blocks there because they kind of look like hay bales, and I'm hoping that's going to be enough space to sort of drive a horse in here and yeah, and stable it. So so there we go. So we're going to leave these doors open. As I say, they're sort of in a slightly odd position. It may be because of the way that I've factored them, maybe because of the way that I've I don't know, placed them, because in order to place doors so that they open both in the same direction like this, you do have to kind of have one of them already in the closed or the open position. So yeah, it may be that's the problem. So I'm going to leave those open for the time being in a fit of optimism, and we'll see what happens. So I'm very pleased with my new stable block. That's excellent. Now what we need is to be able to craft the new items. First of all, we're going to look to our telescope here, and as you can see, that requires 2 iron plates. So we're going to get some of those if we have some. Now, I don't think we've got any here. I think we're going to have to go across to the smithy for that, which would make sense. And we have 2 iron plates there. Perfect. There we go. There we go. We now have a telescope. And if we do this, we can see a closer view of things, which isn't ever so useful in here, but that's fantastic. There we are. There's other things that we want to make as well, namely saddles and riding hats and such. Now we're going to need, I'm fairly sure we're going to need some leather for that, but let's just see if we can find out where it is first. They may be in our loom rather than in here. And we're going to want, we can make saddlebags as well, so it'd be pretty cool if we did that. Horse saddle, saddlebags, saddle donkey, saddlebags, camels. Okay, if I can, I'm going to make all of these, and then we could place them all. So we need cloth, and we need iron rods, and we need leather. So I'll take a ton of that, and then hopefully we've got enough to make all of this. So we're going to make saddlebag camel, saddlebag donkey, saddle... Oh, no, we need more leather. Wow, we're going to need tons of leather. There we go. Let's just take all of it for the time being. What do we have? We've got... What is that? It's not telling me. That's not very helpful, is it? We've got saddle... Right, so working up from the bottom, we've got those three. We now need a donkey saddle, horse saddle, and saddlebags. There we go. I think we've got the lot now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, we do. Excellent. So that's all of those. Now, we're also going to need a riding hat. And I'm pretty sure that's in here. Accessory. Riding hat in here. Yes, there we go. Riding helmet. And we need a leather for that. So I'm going to have to go get some more leather. And we're going to make ourselves a riding helmet. And then... It's not very medieval, to be honest, so maybe we'll do without the riding helmet, but there it is, folks. It's in amongst clothes accessory there. For myself, I'm going to stick with my current duds, which is to say this armor. I should perhaps have a helmet of some sort myself, but I'm not sure that there is a helmet for this. It's time to go and search for a mount. Now, I think evening is coming in, so I'm going to actually wait until the morning, because then we're going to get the maximum amount of daylight. And then we're going to go hunting. Now, I'm going to assume that we're going to have to go outside of the map area that I have currently explored. And obviously, I've explored quite a lot of the map by this point, but mostly in a long, thin line, if you remember the previous series. So we're going to have to probably venture a little way north perhaps of where we currently are in order to find these animals, but mostly, as I say, I'm wanting a horse. So I will see you guys in the morning when we will go mount hunting. Okay, so I've put the saddlebags for the donkey and also the camel accessories in that crate now, in the stable block, because I don't think we're probably not gonna find a donkey, and I'm not going to use, obviously I'm not going to find, obviously not going to find a camel, because we're just not going in anywhere near a desert. In fact, in this game, in this save, I'm not even sure I've found a desert, so we're all out of luck on that one, but a camel in a castle isn't quite what we're after anyway. So here we go. I don't know how long it's going to take us to find, I don't know how long it's going to take us to find a horse, but we're going to go into the fray. I've got my bow and some arrows, and I've also got my sword, so we're well armed in case we find anything nasty. But at this point the game is fairly safe, really, so looking forward to some more enemy AI and enemy NPCs and what have you in future, but for the time being we'll just see if we can find ourselves some horses. And I've only crafted one saddle, which means I'm only going to be able to make one horse, tame one horse at this point. But once I've found out where the horses live, then I'm going to be able to go back and get another one. That is my theory anyway. Aha! Now that looks like horses to me. 1, 2, 3 of them at least. Fantastic. Let's get on in there. I heard one of them whinny before I crested the hill, so that's fab. We've got 3 of them here. I'm guessing that the white ones are a little bit more rare, and as such, of course, I want one. There's one over there. Yay! I found a whole field of horses, folks. In fact, here where the flowers are, I've got loads of horses, so maybe, possibly, look at them. There are so many of them. There are so many of them, including 2 whites or 2 greys. So that is brilliant. So maybe, folks, if you want to find a horse, look for these flowers. I mean, you can only just see the horses above them. But hey, so where's my horse saddle? That's a donkey saddle. All right, here we go. F. I've no idea how to actually do this, of course. Yay! Like that. And now yay! I get on it. Oh, nice. Look at this. I can actually see over the top of the blooming flowers for the first time ever. This is epic. Woohoo! Horsey, and we can gallop. Oh, yeah, we can move like the wind. This is stunning. So I will be back here. Where is this on my map? I can't look at my map. And how do I get off? The same way as I get off a chair. Presumably my horse won't wander off now because it's my horse. Up here. Okay, so I'm going to call that horses! Exclamation mark. Fantastic. Ooh. There we go. So we're going to head back to base now. Oh, do you know what? I can't actually see where base is. So let's just check that out. We need to go, broadly speaking, the way we're actually facing, actually. So that's fantastic. I'd like to see a bear catch up to me now. On the other hand, of course, I am going to have to be very, very careful that I don't fall down a hole. What am I going to call this beast then? This is awesome. I love it. I'm not quite sure if I'm going in the right direction here. I am heading straight into the woods, but now all I need is horseback archery and I'll be sorted. I'll be able to hunt from horseback pretty safely. Now, I don't know if our horses have got any stamina bar. It doesn't look like we've got a stamina bar draining here, which is good. So I'm going to get through the woods and then I'm going to check out where we are because I've kind of got lost now. Are we being pursued? Look at that. I can look backwards quite well as well, which is pretty cool. Oh my, we're suddenly in some water. And I think I'm actually back where we started. Either that or I just found some more horses. No, I found more horses. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm actually, yeah. Am I back? I'm not back where we started. I'm actually further north than we started, so we actually need to turn our horse around, but there are even more horses here. Yeah, and they are again in and amongst the flowers. So there you go. We now know exactly how to find horses. This is brilliant, but can I navigate my way back to the castle? This is the question. And the answer at the moment appears to be no. Let's try and keep a stable heading. I can't do it because the trees get in the way. Oh no, bear! There we go. Let's engage invasive maneuvers. Yes, and finally I can see the road that leads to the castle. My goodness me, I thought I was never going to get home. The problem is you just can't read a map when you're on horseback. Maybe that's realistic. It will probably blow in your face and things. But wow, I am loving this. I've decided to call this horse Freya. I've decided she's a mare. And I'm going to have to get her a mate. I'm going to have to get one of the other ones as well. One of the brown ones. And I might just have to get myself a little donkey as well. See, that is the lighthouse. Wow, okay. I can really cover some ground on this thing. Generally in the wrong direction. But it's brilliant fun. Can it jump? Yay! We can jump too! And I love the sound of the horse's hooves. I can't hear them very well on the earth. I might have to change this to gravel and then we'll really be able to hear it go. So that would be brilliant. Right, let's not run over Sir Kiernan. Let's be nice to the guy. And let's take our new horse to its new home in the stables. Fantastic. I might just park it in the courtyard just, you know, for a bit of swank. But actually, let's go in here. Now, oh my goodness, I can't fit it through the door. That is an epic fail. Okay, so I'm going to have to change the way that I've done this because the horse is taller than I thought. Certainly with me on top of it, it is. So I'm going to have to take out, I assume, these grills here, which is a shame because they look kind of cool. Oh no, I didn't mean that. I've got the wrong tool for the job, haven't I? No, not that. The grill. Can I just pick them up? Yes, we can. That's what I should be doing. Just picking them up like that. Yeah, it's a shame. They look quite cool, but there you go. If you want a horse, evidently you have to have a rather higher door than we're used to, which is a bit strange because how are we going to go about making stables if we can't actually fit them through a 4-block high door? It's going to be a little bit awkward. Alright, here we go. Let's try that again. Oops, I just walked over my grinder. And I still can't get in. My gosh. This is not cool. Okay, so there you go, folks. I can't get in my own stable. It's 5 blocks high, but clearly the doorway needs to be 6 blocks high, which is a little bit crazy. So I've got my work cut out for me here to sort that out. Okay, I've made the door even higher. Let's hope we can make it through this time. Come on, Freya. If I'd have known you were this tall, yes, finally. Oh, do you know what? We can't get in there either. Do the stalls need to be bigger? Looks like it. So, I am really struggling here, folks. These horses, look at that. She should be able to fit in there, but clearly it's not generous enough for her. So, I am going to have to do some work here as well to try and make this stable big enough. It's a bit crazy. We now need bigger doors, and I do hope that the devs address that, because this is a bit mad, really, to have doors that are quite that tall to get through. So maybe they need to sort out the hitboxes a little bit. She will look great in here once I've got it sorted out, but I am going to have to sort this out around her, I think. And I will be back with you guys once we've got her properly installed in her new home. Okay, finally, after much remodeling, I have finally managed to successfully stable my horse. As you can see, we've still got this enormous gap above the doors, which is a little more ventilation than I'm entirely comfortable with. Let's hope we get some stable doors soon, so we get some doors that are horse-sized. In the meantime, be aware, if you're building a stable, you need lots of height. Basically, the only way, once you can ride your animal into a building, the only way you're going to be able to get back on it again after you've dismounted is if you've got at least 7, count them, 7 blocks in height. If you haven't already discovered that for yourself, this is a definite factor. So I've decided there is only room for 2 horses in here. That is perfectly fine for my requirements for this little stable, for this little castle rather. And as you can see, I can get on my horse. Hopefully I can turn the thing round and get out of here again. I can't, because unfortunately the door is, so we're still having some slight problems because of the door being open. So I might have to change the doors so they open in the opposite direction, because otherwise I'm going to have an awful lot of micromanagement to do with doors, and I've just shut the wrong one anyway. So I'm probably going to have to change these doors. Will you open? And you too. There we go. And hopefully now I can get out. But yeah, I'm going to have to open the doors into the corridor, I think, because otherwise I'm going to continue to have trouble with my horse and with getting in and out. So yeah, stable doors very much required here, I think. But yeah, so I'm going to have to change those to open outwards. But other than that, I've now got my stable working. So I'm happy with that. And I've got room for a second horse besides. So guys, that is my little stable and horse update. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was vaguely informative. I am very glad to have my mounts finally. And it'll be fun in future to play with some donkeys and camels as well. And I did actually forget... there we go, saddlebags. So now we have inventory capacity on our horses as well, which is amazing. So that means that we can take some tools into the field with us too. So room for a good bit of dungeoneering there. And a good bit of survival kit, whatever your play style. So there you go, folks. Hope you enjoy the mounts as much as I do, but do be careful when building stables. We do need a crazy amount of space around them at the moment, and there is no such thing as a 6-block high door. Maybe these things will change in future. All feedback provided to Red does seem to get through and seem to be paid attention to, so it's not a bad idea to give you feedback on any updates. But so far I'm loving this one. Okay guys, so if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to do the usual and hit that like button and let me know. Also feel free as ever, leave your comments, let me know what you think of the mount system as well, pluses and minuses alike. And I do hope you'll join me for the last episode of Rising World, which is coming week after next, I believe, will be our last episode, and after that we'll have a new series going on. And but I will do regular updates on this game as it's in development because it really merits that. We've got some really good stuff coming, and maybe we'll have a series 4 at some point in the future. Till then, keep gaming, keep surviving, and stay happy. Bye bye for now.